All right, Calabos. We are playing Planescape Torment. Yep, where we left off, we're going to talk to Nestor. An aging man in soiled and tattered clothes, frantically pacing in the corner. His shock of filthy white hair sticks out in every direction. His face, encrusted with dirt and blood, is covered with gray stubble. Every few seconds, he stops pacing. You know what? Let's pick up the quest, deal with him, then we'll go deal. Okay, never mind. We can't.
I'm gone.
So let's deal with him now. Fork. Okay, not my fork. Well, you say, who took your fork? Nestor stares at you for a long moment, then begins rummaging through the pockets of his filthy tunic. After a few seconds, he would appear to be a dismembered ear. Judging by the stench and color of the ear, you waited that the old loon has been toting around his pocket for some time. You have my fork, don't you? Don't you? Holds the ear close as if speaking to it. Bring back my fork. I can help.
Updated my journal.
You know, he sounds much less crazy when you realize that the fork could be to whatever it is that where his portal is, so he can get home. Get out of here.
See that?
I'm gone.
Come on in here, Cutter. Give it a rest.
Mar.
You don't want to sleep on this
First
creature
impression of
that
Mar
killed
is that he
down
needs a
here.
long bath, preferably away from any creature that has any sense of smell. You can almost see the stench waft from his body, the sinister yellow tendrils. Motions towards you frantically, an effort to get you to come over and talk to him. Let's see what he's got to say. Look of excitement crosses his face as you approach. Thanks for stopping. My name is Mar, and I've got a favor to ask. Listening? It's a matter of life and death. I must deliver this ear box, or it'll be in me head for sure. Bad luck that I twisted me like something fierce. So will you help me out and deliver this ear box? Sure.
Updated my journal.
Get a room and a girl, Cutter.
I feel that we have been cursed.
Hey, you. Hey, Cutter, come on inside and get warm. We'll get you in a nice bed.
Damn it.
I'm hurt.
You see that?
Oh, inventory is full. So
Yeah.
switch that guy.
Sure, why not?
Grab it. We got to figure out how to. Electric.
Cutter. She's all yours.
What do you want? Wing. Oh, this is the same conversation. Mind. All right, let's.
Hey, Cutter, come here. Come on in and sleep it off. Have a good
Done.
one. Come on, Cutter. What do you
Rag Picker Square. We don't want to get back in here.
All right. I'm hurt.
All right.
Come on inside where it's warm.
Rusty Dagger. So let's switch to pick up the Rusty Dagger.
Sure, why not?
All right.
What? Okay.
Hey, you! Hey, Connor, come on inside and get warm. We'll give you a nice bed.
Done.
She's submissive, she's wonderful, she's luscious, she's yours for a price.
Cutter, come on, you don't want to sleep out here. It's cold. Come on inside where it's warm. Get a room and a girl, Cutter. Hey, Cutter, I got a good place for you to stay. Come inside. You'll live longer. We got warm beds in here, Cutter. Come on in.
All right.
Let's go look at this. I mean, it's got names on it. Yeah. Hi. This woman's face looks broken and she's covered in scars. They look like bite marks and fingernail cuts. She's cradling the shreds of several rags in her hands and staring emptily at the wall of the monument. Name's there. Greetings. Get you back. The woman's teeth peel back. Her teeth peel back, not her lips? Wow, that's creepy. Black canines. What do you want to subtie? Wrong. Those cows. Chaos men wrecked my cart, attacked me, and killed 3 of my sisters who tried to stop them. Not sisters anymore. Now they're nothing on names. Memorial wall. Chaos men? A faction, they says. What they are is an addled bunch that runs wild through the hives and does whatever they please. Never did no harm to them. Then they lope in like dogs and tear apart anything within their reach. Who are they? They're a hiver gang, a bunch of addled souls. Starved dogs barking or some such barmy nonsense. South gate spireward from here, then walk around the block until you come to a place where men run in circles, howling at the six guy.
Updated my journal.
Right. Quentin, let's talk to Quentin. Man before you looks to be of middle height in years. He's stout with a thick, bullish neck, and his shoulders are hunched as if a great weight was pressing upon them. He wears an impatient look as he stares at the black monolith in front of him. This room, Cutter. No need to ask my leave to stand here. Actually, I want to know what this monolith was. It's a tombstone for the plains. Graveyards of names are scratched on that rock. I'll only hope my name's the one that'll split this stone in twain. He points to the base of the monolith. Quentin, right there. Hammered in just hard enough to send the damn thing crashing down. Tombstone for the plains. Aye. Dusty's scratched the names of dead on this monument here. He gestures around him. And on the walls of this place. Not enough space by my reckoning, but no matter. They do their best. Barely read half the names here. What are you doing? Reading the new arrivals. Try and find a new one every day. Try and remember if I knew him. Nothing more. Dustmen record the names of all that died on this monument? Aye, they scratch them on this rock and scratch them on the walls. Place too. I don't know why they take the trouble to take accounting of the dead. The Dusties have more care for the living. Living? Aye, you know about the Dustmen mourners that come to this place. They're mourning the dead, see, they're mourning the living. You can barely get a word in edgewise without them asking to mourn some poor living Burke for you. Why do they mourn the living? Got me there, Cutter. Shrugs. Might want to put the question to him. Seems to me the dead are thrice worth the pity of any poor sod living in this pit. Nods at the monument. Every name on there is blessed in my book. It is. Ever know anyone who came back after the name was put there? You mean coming back from death? Quentin shakes his head. Not a one, Cutter. Everything that lives dies. That's the way of things. He shrugs. Still, considering the planes go on forever and all, I suppose anything's possible. So, say I had some other questions. Oh, we don't have any other questions. Dustmen. Let's go in here. I mean, we've probably already been in here, right? Oh, this is the bar. Talk to the worker. Okay. As you turned away, you noticed Mort staring at you. What is it? You see the way that cadaverous beauty was staring at me? Mort's teeth chatters in anticipation. Looking for some lucky Cutter to thaw her coffin. Please don't start this again. Mort ignores you and becomes thoughtful. I don't really mind the attention, actually. It's just that I'd like to be seen as something more than a skull, you know? I have feelings that go beyond my base animal instinct. I want courtship, not some fortnight fling around the mausoleum. Mort, you are a skull. No one can help but see you as a skull. Accept it. Yeah, well, I may just be a skull, but I've got a big heart. Actually, you don't have one of those. What? Were you dumped into my life to spit on my dreams and aspirations? Fine, be that way. I don't have a heart, but I do have a soul.
Done.
Go this way and kind of hope for the best. Gotta find a place to sell stuff. There's gotta be one. Hive dweller, harlot.
Done.
Pretty young woman. Her hair is in disarray and her body's, the bodice of her dress is torn. She looks about in desperation, then notices you. Help me, Cutter, please. They're killing my sister. Who? The drunken men who followed us from one of the taverns. We thought he meant no harm. Please, Cutter. That blood is hours old. What are you up to? You see her eyes flick to the bloodstains and back to you. You think you can hear a hint of nervousness in her voice. You are mistaken. Cutter, please help me. My sister lies dying while we tarry. You're up to something. Tell me what's going on or I'll kill you. Looks into her eyes and then glances at the scars that cover your body. She swallows nervously and you see her pale before your eyes. I'm supposed to lure people into an alley nearby. They're waiting there to take your jink. Gives you some advice. Don't pick someone like me as your mark. Choose some drunken fop who looks like he's never seen a battle in his life. Make sure he looks like he has more than a couple of coins to his name. Now get out of here. Hive dweller.
Why not then?
You know what?
Show it
Let's
to
take
me.
this guy out.
Damn it.
Damn.
Damn it.
So we need to
You wanna leave
kill.
then?
Need to kill what? 2 more? Oh, there's one.
Have you got the kit?
Did you see that?
Damn.
Oh, there we go.
What's up, Chief?
Um,
Good as done.
all right, so now
Right.
we.
Just show it to me. Buy him a drink. He's thirsty. He's on fire. He's red hot. Come on in. Come on in. See what I mean?
Did this. Why are there not? When you first took to be a door in this archway is actually painting. And when it bugs. What's this? Bell. Dabu, but something about it strikes you as odd. It has the same shock of white hair, the same greenish skin to its cast, the same pair of goat horns, and you suddenly realize this one is walking on the ground, not floating. For some reason. I feel like I know you, Phil. Know who I am. Other series of symbols realize quickly and sharply into focus above Fel's head. Yes, but I'm not permitted to tell your story. Why not?
Updated my journal.
My apologies, I cannot. I cannot change the nature of a man. You can't explain why, but the last sentence. Is this place? Tattoo shop. Okay. We can't afford any of the tattoos. Can't identify anything. Get out of here. You have a name, let's talk to you.
Come on inside. Come see the burning man. He's on the spit.
Oh, Carl,
You'll love it. You, sir, come on in.
oh, it's a bar. Soda. Despairing longing. She might have been pretty once, but those days were long ago. She turns slowly to face you, left forcing spark of sardonic light that dances in her eyes now makes you wonder if your eyes were just... Welcome to Smoldering Corpse, Scarred Man. Who are you? I am Drusilla. You must be clueless. Don't ask me how I know that. It just shines off you. Clueless? I think not. Whatever you say, dearie. Whatever, answer some questions. I'm looking for a journal. Journal? Oh, sure. I've kept my eye out for all stray journals, just in case some scarred man walks into my favorite bar and starts asking about it. Do you ask that of everyone you meet? What a fascinating life. A smart mouth on you, don't you? Aye, a smart mouth for a smart head. I ain't the addle cove you might think, sod. I got a brain on me. What do you want? What can you tell me about this place? This is the smoldering corpse, although the person smoldering ain't dead yet. He's just keeping himself alive till someone comes along to help him out. Gods who like to see people in pain come here. Fiends like it. Folks who don't care much for being bothered come here too. The name alone. That most of the perks. Who is he anyway?
Updated my journal.
That despair you saw in her face before flits across it like a black-winged shadow before she masters herself. That's Ignis, one of the greatest wizards ever to come out of the slummy excuse for a cesspool. They caught him and they opened a channel plane of fire through him. And now he's just a doorway for it, keeping himself alive by force of will alone. Someone could just douse him for a few moments. It gives him his life back again, but they don't make enough water to do that. What's your connection to him? Voice practically throbs. I was Ignis's lover and he my beloved. He loved the flame more than me and now he has become the flame. Because I love him, I love the flame. But that's all done with now. Now I wait for him to douse himself. I sell what little I have just so I can be near him. Sucks. Farad, the Collector King? You can probably find him in his stinking ilk in the trash horns on the far side of the hive. Good luck in getting any answers from him. He's a sly devil he is.
All right.
If there's a... See a soft-looking man with gentle, far-staring eyes. He dresses in supple leather clothing and carries various construction about his body. Ropes, spikes, tinder boxes, and vials of air. Looks half gone, literally. There's an hidden substantiality to his existence if his essence had been partially leached away. He focuses those eyes on you and suddenly you find them gripping and determined. Greetings to you, foe seeker. Carefully sets down the mug he's holding and gives you all of his attention. I have seen the far reaches of the multiverse and returned to tell the tale. I have walked upon the bodies of dead gods and spun moon astral ahead of 1,000 Yankee nights. I have passed the edges of existence and watched my essence shiver away before me. What is it I can do for you? Oh, I got questions. Perhaps I have answers. Speak and I shall tell you. I met a woman named Ingress with very bad teeth. She said she had come through a portal from some world that opened by a tomb near 2 cross trees.
Updated my journal.
Wow, quest complete. Who knew? I am fresh back from negation and trying to restore my essence before it slips away from me altogether. I went to the inner planes to discover my true essence. I made the mistake of visiting the negative material plane. Ooh, that is a bad place to go. Or to understand my body's urge to decay and the cycle of death in life. I thought myself protected against the ill effects of the plane with my magic, but I was wrong. The blackness of infinite nothing pressed upon my soul, and I was beset by shadows that sought to snuff out my very soul. I lost my way for a time, for an eternity, and nearly lost my existence. I could feel my essence falling away from me, and even now I'm half gone. Never will I return.
Updated my journal.
How did you survive? A piece of nothing that held back the nothing. Nothing can stop nothing, you know. But I carried nothing in my hand to protect me. Do you plan to journey to the ultimate negation yourself? I have the smell of desperation about you, and so I make you this gift. Hold it in your hand when the shadows press in. It should protect you and your friends somewhat, should they remain close to you. He passes you a small black token that looks as if it have no dimensionality at all. You hear of the outer planes, the prime material, or the inner planes? What is the difference? Difference is true essence, Seeker. The inner planes are matter, substance, true physicality. They are the building blocks of the multiverse, for it is from them that all belief in the elements spring. Inner planes filter through the ethereal plane of potential, some say, which forms the elements into the worlds of mortals. Once past the ethereal plane, one reaches the prime material where exist all matter of mortals and monsters and myths and machines. There the belief is born. There the spirits that create the outer planes are born. When mortals die, they pass through the astral plane, a no place that is thought and mental energy itself. It is in all things and none. Paradox, among other things, that filters spirits into the great ring. Comprehend so far? Now, the outer planes, where should I start? Do you know the cardinal rules of the planes on which all others are based? Do you know about the composition of the outer planes? Do you know of the great ring and its division in our hearts? Do you know of the individual planes? Each to the next, so it's best to start from the beginning. Okay. Outer planes are created of and by belief and thought and faith. They take their imagined form from the prime material plane, shaped into forms that stagger the imagination, built by the accumulation of belief. Belief creates the planes. Belief is power here. Change belief, and you can change the nature of reality. Creatures that are born here, plane-born, like the fiends and celestials, are truly born of the thoughts and concepts of mortals. They each express some sort of ideal, and the more powerful the ideal, the more powerful the being. Thus, the being that symbolizes love is one of the strongest of all. Crazy. That's why the powers, gods, some call them, live out here. This is where all the faith in them comes. This is where they are, their most pure and most strong. Their realms are extensions of their very being, manifestations of their godly essence, though all formed by belief. Composition of the planes is belief. Tell me of the Great Ring now. Among the loose unity of planeswalkers, we conceive of the infinite outer planes as rings surrounding the plane of ultra-mortality, the Outland. The spire atop which Sigil sits in the center of the Outlands. The further one travels away from the spire, the less neutral the plane grows, until it spills into the neighboring planes. Each one of these planes impinges on the Outlands, spinning themselves into law and chaos, good and evil. The Great Road marks the demarcation between the Outlands and the gate towns that spring up around the gates to the plains. Beyond the gate towns lie the hinterlands, uncharted territory that is lost to history, that loses thought. Danger lies in the hinterland. Outer planes differ by morality, not substance. For you, we'll divide the plane into three sets: the upper planes of good, the lower planes of evil, and the boundary planes of neutrality. These are then divided further by law and chaos, with the Outlands in the middle. Wow. So we're going to call it here mid-conversation. I'm just going to pick up in the next episode, because this is a lot to take in. Alright, I hope you liked it. If you did, leave me a like. If you didn't, don't. Questions, comments, concerns are all things that can go below. Guys, have a great night.